What's up, everybody? It's your man Danelle, aka Small Guy Promotions, aka the Omaha Fatty, coming with another podcast episode of What's Up Omaha. Yeah, got my man JBreezy, Joe, with us today on the podcast. Joe is my homie from way back. We've been cool since like '96 or something like that. I don't even know. It's been a while. We've been cool.
Been a long time.
Used to be roommates. Yeah, so we've known each other for a long time, and I was actually the best man in his wedding. A few, was that 2010? When was that? 2014?
No,
I don't even know.
10.
Was it? Has it been 10 years? I don't think that's right.
No,
Whatever.
Right. No, 2017.
Yeah. Wow, that's a big difference. Anyway,
Yeah.
Kristen, don't watch this. But yeah, man. So Joe is like, a mover. He owns his own truck, and you're in business for yourself, right? Is it like contract? Is that the way it works?
Yeah. So I own my semi truck, and the company I haul for provides a trailer. I hook up that thing, and I haul household goods. So I'll come to somebody's house, pack it up with your household goods, or movie theater equipment, and just kind of go coast to coast and wherever I got to go to get the deliveries made.
Yeah.
So I've been everywhere.
Yeah, and so the reason that I wanted to have Joe on was to talk about, since he, like he just said, coast to coast during this crazy time. It's a cool gig anyway, because Joe is the reason that I went traveling as much as I did last year. I don't know if we talked about this, Joe, but there was one time in the last couple of years you said to me, man, people always talk about they can't go somewhere because how long it takes to drive there. And you were like, dude, you can drive anywhere in the U.S. in 24 hours. And you're like, dude, it's a day. It's a day out of your whole life. It's a day. And then I was like,
hands down.
That really makes sense, man. Like, so, we drove to San Antonio last year, drove to Little Rock, Arkansas, and just have tried to make sure. We drove to Minnesota too. Like, been trying to get out more and enjoy places that we hadn't been. So, you get to do it for a living and get paid for it, man. So I appreciate you. I don't, like I said, I don't remember if I ever told you that or not, but yeah, that's a big reason why I started thinking about traveling more, because I know Mitzi likes to travel, and it's never been something that I was really into, but it's been cool, man. I mean, we haven't been doing it this year.
Broaden your horizons.
Huh?
It's nice to just broaden your horizons and just kind of see what's out there, man. Like I said, from Omaha, Nebraska, it's right in the middle. It's right in the middle of the United States. So anywhere from Omaha, Nebraska, is literally, I think the farthest thing is 26 hours, and that's Miami. And everything else, 24 hours or less. Like,
and you've gone like Hawaii and stuff, and
yeah, I've been in Hawaii, Alaska, parts of Canada. They won't let us into Mexico just because there's a lot too many customs and laws and all that stuff. But
I can see you being a goat.
I've been nowhere. What's up?
I can see you being a goat. Ain't that what they call them?
A what?
the people who smuggle
the mules.
The mule, yeah. The goat. Yeah, that's what I meant. Obviously.
Yo, man, that's funny, man. Because check this out. Every single time I go down towards like the border of Texas and Mexico, every single time I get stopped by Border Patrol, just because I'm a little brown. And they stop you just because it's it's customary to be stopped if you're in a semi truck, just to ask you, what do you got on there? Yeah. And it's actually common. I've been stopped a few times. And I said it's common for immigrants that are trying to get in illegally. They'll just get underneath your truck and just hang onto your truck, and you won't even know they're there.
Really?
And I'm like, really, dude? That's crazy. He goes, it happens more than you would even think about. And so,
crazy,
it's crazy. Stuff you don't think about.
It's funny that you said that, because we've been sending each other TikTok videos, and
yeah.
There was one that I saw on TikTok where it's this dude. He's like mixed, I guess. He's like half white, half Mexican, but he looks white. So he made a video about like driving through the border and like not getting stopped, and he was like, "Oh, wow." He had his video recording, and he's like, "Watch, they're not gonna even stop me. Watch." So he pulls up to the checkpoint or whatever, And like, he says a couple things to him, and they send him off on his way. And then as he drives off, he's like saying something in Spanish, and he's just like, "Yeah, dude,
Right.
that white privilege or whatever."
I never. Right.
But
That's
yeah,
wild, man.
it's
No,
funny,
dude.
man. I'm gonna have to, the next time I see one of his videos, I'll have to send them to you because this dude is super funny. He'll always do like an impression of like his white side or his white friends and family or whatever, and then his
Right.
like Mexican side. So he'll say something like, "Hey, can you pass me the quesadilla?"
Dilla. Was it
Quesadilla.
Vegeta? The vagina?
Yeah, and then he'll say it like with like a little like Mexican like tongue to it.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, it's super funny, man. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
off
yeah,
topic, but yeah, man. So you've been traveling through the states, man. Like, have you slowed down at all, like since COVID's been going on?
yeah. Oh, yeah. So this first started when I first, January, February, March, April, May, end of April-ish, May, whenever this first started, I was actually in LA and I was downtown. I was in, I want to say Orange County somewhere, very busy area, high population of people. And I was at a mall at a movie theater and I was actually taking old movie projectors out of there. And the day I arrived was the day that they said they were closing LA down. Like they were shutting it down. So all the businesses were going to be closed, all that stuff. And so I show up, I get to the job, and the general contractor they're actually doing construction on the theater. And he goes, "Well, Joe, it's nice to meet you, but I'm leaving tonight to go back to Michigan." And I go, "Yo, well, who's supposed to be out here to help me and kind of guide me through here so I know what's going on?" Because the theater was closed down except for it was open to the construction. So since he was leaving, I didn't know if I was going to be there by myself, who was supposed to help me out. Anyways, he goes, "Well, they're shutting it down, and I'm not getting trapped in California because no one knew if they were going to like quarantine the entire state."
Yeah,
So he's like, "I'm out. See ya." And so I ended up staying there for one day, and then I stayed there for that whole day and the next day, and I got my job done. But within that 24 hours, it was a ghost town. In LA, usually if you are in down like the central LA area, it takes at least 2 hours to go right around 60 miles, which that's how long it takes to get kind of out of the LA area, right? That 60 miles takes you right up by Victorville. Once you hit Victorville, you can kind of start cruising on out of California, right? Usually it's stop and go traffic, and that's why it takes 2 hours. It's only like 60, so you should only take an hour.
yeah.
So I got through that in 45 minutes. There was no traffic. Bro, it was
And you're
weird. It
driving
was,
a truck.
yeah, and I'm driving a semi truck. I was cruising, bro. Like I was like, this is nuts, man. Like it was like very I don't know, zombie movie esque.
Like
Because it was
apocalyptic.
like, yeah, exactly. Because like it was weird to see no traffic in the middle of the day. No, like everybody was like everybody just I guess never left their houses or whatnot. And usually when I'm on the road, you know, a lot of people, I meet a lot of cool people and whatever, and I see a lot of things. But that trip, the entire drive home, yo, it was truckers. That's all I saw. There was no cars. There was no I don't know. There's no buses. No nothing. It was just truck drivers,
Yeah.
all the way from California, all the way to Nebraska. And I was like, this is wild, man. Like, and I got home and I was like, dude, this is crazy. And then I didn't send home for about a month. They shut it down because everything was shut down. We couldn't go anywhere. At least in the moving industry, I know a lot of truck drivers that do like will haul for Walmart or Target or those places.
Yeah.
Those guys were all running. Those guys were essential workers. They were running. I don't haul that kind of stuff. So I was just sitting, which was kind of nice. You know, I was like,
Yeah, which
man, I get to
never
go to the
happens
gym
for
every
you.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was doing housework. I was building retaining walls, doing bathrooms. And I was like, oh, this is cool, man. Like, this is nice. But once they started getting us back out there, man, it was you know really not. It was like nothing really changed. Like at least for me, I didn't really change my routine of I didn't wasn't really worried about getting it or any of that stuff. I wasn't really worried where they sent me because everywhere I went, it was just pretty chill. Everybody was pretty chill about it. Like, they're just doing the mask thing. I'd wear my mask if I had to go to the store or whatever, but I stay in my truck 90% of the time, so I don't really go anywhere. I don't
Yeah.
there was nothing open for me to go to anyway. So, even the fast food joints were all closed down. I was pretty much just I'd go to the grocery store before I left, throw it in my fridge, and then I just ate PB and J's and hung out, man. That was it. I just kind of hung out.
What was so it must have been killer for you because usually I know you try to go to the gym sometimes when you go
Yeah,
out
bro.
of
I
whatever.
was doing that in the truck workout, dude. In the trailer, I had it geared out. I had a little pull-up bar. I was just doing laps around the truck stops. Hell, man, I stay fit. I have to, man. There's no choice. Even when I was at home, I was started running again. Dude, I was getting up to like 7-8 miles a run.
Yeah.
I was going back to it, dude. It was nice.
Well,
I was like,
so
oh,
like I know sometimes you've told us about like when you would go like you have to hire people like wherever you're at like for the day or whatever. Like how does that work now? Like are people still like, yeah, man, I need work or like,
they're busier than ever.
oh
They're
really?
busier than ever, dude. Yeah, because when everybody was quarantined, everybody's just chilling at home, right? And nobody was working. Like even the movers, even the guys like me, we couldn't go anywhere because they just kind of had us on stop.
Yeah.
There were some people running, and a lot of us weren't. So about about a month ago, what's this? Almost August. Yeah, about the end of June, end of June, they kind of opened up the floodgates to movers, and
Yeah.
then everybody just started working because everybody kind of our summer is busy time. So
Right.
since half of summer was taken, everybody was like, "Yo, I need the money. I'll work. Everybody's working." So finding labor, shoot, it's almost hard to find labor, just because guys are all booked up. They're booked up for 2-3 weeks. So like I got to go to Jacksonville next week, and I got to find some guys to help me out down there. Otherwise, I'm doing it by myself, and I'll do it, but I ain't trying to.
Are you doing projectors down there or like homes or like
No, household goods. So yeah, because all the theaters are still closed. AMC, Cinemark, Regal, they're all still closed.
oh yeah, I know, man. Don't
So
don't remind me about that.
yeah, so
I
since
got
they're
I
all
got
closed,
I got
it's a
stock
wrap.
in AMC.
What's that?
I have stock in AMC.
Yo, brother, that's gone, bro. It
And
is that
they
it's tanked.
they were supposed to open up, I think, on the 24th, but they pushed
Yep,
it back.
they
Like,
pushed it back.
yeah. So I don't
They
know,
pushed it
man.
back. Yeah, no, we've been following it at work because we have to, because the theaters already told us we're not going to be getting into business until they get business.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They ain't making money, they can't pay us either, so we ain't gonna do work for free. It's just
So
how it is.
where are you moving the projectors from? Like, are you moving them from cinema to cinema, or is it like the production
So
facility to?
before all this stuff happened, a lot of theaters they had film reel projectors. Just think of it as having like a VCR and you're playing VHS tapes. Okay. Then they moved to digital, which is like having a DVD, right? Now they're moving to laser, which is more like I don't know. I mean, it's pretty much like its own new design. It's supposed to be a lot more in depth. 3D is going to be insane, quote unquote. It's supposed to be the new wave. A lot cleaner, crisper lines, all that, and the energy to do it is less, I guess.
Yeah.
So before this all started, we were converting. We'd already converted the film reel projectors to digital, and now digital's going away and they're coming in with laser. So we were in the middle of doing that, and it just got, I mean, it stopped, dude. Like everything stopped, and we were in the middle of a huge rollout of that, and we were about to get a lot of work. And bro, now we don't even. They're thinking it might be 2 years, another year, 2 years, till they can get back on enough, to push that out.
Yeah.
Because who knows, like, dude, this whole thing really messed up the movie theater business through streaming and just everything, man. Like it's kind of like, is the theater business ever going to get back to where it was?
I mean,
Because
it was
no
already
one,
kind of declining anyway. The thing that saves them is
yeah,
they get those blockbuster movies that are coming out
yeah,
what people go and see. But yeah,
yeah,
they were already taking a hit with all the streaming and stuff out there.
yep. And so now, who knows, man? I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy, man. Like to see like businesses that have been around for X amount of years, like, decades and decades, and then it's just like in one full year, 2020 just wipes it out. Like,
Yeah, and
it's
it's not
crazy,
even been a
man.
year yet. So,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
it's been
some
like
businesses
months.
that, yeah, it's still some businesses that might
Yeah,
still shut down or whatever. Like,
yeah. I
and
mean,
then all
like
that.
that, Leavenworth Cafe, man. It's been around for a hot minute, bro. And then they closed down because all this, like, dude, and they closed down indefinitely. Like, yo, what's going on, dude?
Well, I just saw that
That's
Leo's Diner in Bellevue, or not in Bellevue, in Benson, uh, they announced they were gonna close and do some renovations, but they just announced that they're not even gonna open back up. They're just gonna try to sell
yeah.
the business or something.
It's like
So
almost everybody's kind of like, like that's it, dude. It's like everybody just start over when everything's done and over with. I don't know. It's just that's what it feels like, man. It's
yeah,
like someone hit the reset button on the Nintendo, dude, and it's like this. Everybody's just gonna start over. It's crazy, dude.
well, yeah.
I don't
They
know.
had those bailouts that was supposed to go to small businesses and went to all those big companies and stuff.
Yeah, don't even get me started, dog.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
many like changing the rules just so they can get a few bucks, dude.
And then like Trump and his administration or whatever was saying that it was like private, like people didn't need to know, the public didn't need to know the companies that got it. But I think that just recently changed, I heard, and now they had to make the company names public or something. So I don't know,
That
man.
doesn't matter.
Like,
It would matter even if people knew. You ain't
just
gonna get
because
that money.
just because they can see the big name companies
Right.
that benefited from it when it was supposed to be small businesses. I
Oh,
don't
I
know,
know. Oh, I
man.
feel you, man.
It's nothing
Yeah, man.
new. It's nothing new. Government, using loopholes to pay for their homies.
All
This is
day,
the same
every
old,
day.
same old.
Yep. All
Whatever.
day, every day, man. But
Uh,
yeah, dude.
but
No, it's been nice to get back to work at least.
so how long have you been back to work now? You said you were off a month, so you've been back for.
Yeah, I've been back for since probably like June, March, April, May, June. I mean, I was home for most of April, and then I started in May a little bit, and then all of June I've been running, and then kind of this month has been on and off a little bit. But like, I mean, it's been as consistent as it can be.
Yeah,
They're talking about this second wave coming through and all this stuff. So like, it's I'm just over it because this just sounds like scare tactics from the media to me. And I'm like, just let us get back to some life because, dude, everyone is starving for, you know,
whatever.
not even financial stuff, but their mental health is going. Kids' mental health,
Well, yeah, the
adults,
kids for
everybody.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know somebody. I saw somebody on some thread was saying something about, oh, the kids don't need to go back. I'm like, dude, this is like a period in their lives where they're developing social skills.
right.
Yeah, they need to be around friends and stuff right now, bro. Like,
Yeah. Now, to me, I feel as though like if we don't get a handle on this now, it's gonna let the government, not the government, but just let this sort of I don't know, time period in life where like at least in 2020 where kids are gonna have to learn, or they're gonna be watching the adults that have to go through this whole corona and all this stuff that's going on right now, right? And when they go to school, like I have like I would think that I don't want to say they want to segregate kids, but it's gonna almost like make them feel like the world is separating each other through all kind of faucets. Like I don't know, if, like basically, if you have a parent that complains about, I don't know, well, Trump did this and he hates these kind of people and that and this and that, whatever, and a kid starts repeating that, and then say you're quarantined with that parent for 3 to 4 months, and that's all you hear every day is,
yeah,
"Oh my God, like this is crazy," and so that kid is just inundated with all this, constant. Well, my dad's been saying this crazy stuff, like, and he's gonna
yeah.
take that kid's gonna take it to school and be like, well, my dad said, like, and that's kind of where I'm like, okay, like that's why we need kids to hang out with kids to just be kids,
It's
like,
a balance.
and
Yeah,
yeah, have their balance of their own social etiquette, like kids learn things from kids like they learn like adults learn things from adults, man. But when a kid is just when they hear the same thing over and over again,
all day,
it's
and they
just
don't even know.
all
Like,
day. Yeah, and they have no idea what they're talking about, even if but if someone says, I don't like, I don't like so and so because they did this or whatever, and the effect it has on people or whatever, like that kid is going to think that's how it's supposed to be, especially a growing kid. you know I don't know about your kids, but my kids are, my my 9-year-old is just ready to go. She needs friends. She's beyond bored. She
Yeah.
doesn't. She don't know how to cope. I mean, I don't even blame her. She doesn't even know how to cope. I don't know how to cope with just constant like being at home and like you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't call your friends because your friends' parents don't. They don't know if we got it. They don't know if they got it, and
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just
we
all
just
crazy,
broke down,
man.
bro. We broke down. We let Arya have a friend over twice.
Right.
Was it two separate friends? It might have been two separate friends at different times, but they just hang out in
Right.
the backyard with the slip and slide or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we've had Chloe hang. Chloe had a sleepover. Had her friend over,
And
and yeah,
bro,
yeah.
if you
It's
haven't
it's
been
just
around anybody and they haven't been around anybody,
yeah.
hang out. Like whatever. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
And I was out of town, so I was like, I was out of town because that was a big worry. Her mom was kind of like, is Joe travels or whatever. I'm like, that's cool. Like, I don't mind. I'll just do it when I'm out of town or whatnot. Stay in the house up and do your thing. Because I'm not worried. I mean, I get it. Parents are worried about their kids, man.
Yeah.
I am too.
What?
But
Yeah.
just
And I'm
I don't know, man. Like, I'm just really curious as to when this is all going to end because I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of people telling me about it, and I just want to like, you know, get back
well,
to some normalcy. But I don't know if that'll end
they're talking
anytime
about
soon.
we in our previous conversation, we had to talk about stocks and investing and stuff, and
Oh
it
yeah,
just came out this week that like the government was giving like 2 billion. It's actually like 1.96 billion or something, 1.98 billion to like Pfizer and this other company. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw this week. Uh, so they're supposedly, I don't know if they already have the vaccine, but or if it's just in the works still. I don't, they say it takes like 15 years to make vaccines, so I don't know how they can push out a vaccine in 3 months or 6 months. But
because they made the vaccine when they made it, dude. Like to
yeah.
me, the COVID, it's man made, bro. It's
let
man made.
me let me get you sick and then give you the
So,
medicine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll make you even sicker in the long run. Man, it's all the game. It's all a game to these guys. They don't care.
Well, you know what, man? I wouldn't necessarily even put that past it. I mean, like, I don't know. Whatever, man. Somebody saying one thing, another person saying another thing. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
facts, and I don't really
yeah,
trust anybody. But
yeah, yeah.
it's not far fetched to believe because when you look at the ingredients on a box of cereal or whatever it is you're eating, like there's
Oh
so
yeah,
many
for
things
sure.
that are not natural in what you're eating, and then like or like
Yeah, yeah,
fast food or whatever, and like they know this stuff is bad, but they still let it like pass the test and like get
yeah,
into
yeah, for
in
sure.
supply. So like I don't
Yeah,
know, I don't know what to think, man. I just know at some point, we gotta live. I still wear my mask wherever I go, except for the dojo, but like you said, man, we gotta live.
yeah,
Yeah,
for real, man. Like, and I talked to a few people I know, friends. Like I talked to Steve and stuff like that, and everybody's at wit's end, man. Like everybody's trying to homeschool or whatever, and there's just a lot of politics in it too. And it's like it's with all the protesting and the racial segregation trying to go on here in America, it's not that I lost any hope or anything like that. It's just I fear for our kids' futures. I'm good. Like I know I'm good. I know how to think. I know how to deal with it. But how do you teach a child to go through that kind of like because they don't realize this is life altering stuff. They just realize, oh, there's something going on in the world, but this seems normal because I've never gone through this before.
yeah.
You know, they probably think as us adults that we've been through this kind of stuff, and we're like, yo, man, this is new to me too, man. Like, I don't even know what's going on, bro. This is wild. So, like, I don't try to panic my kids, but I also be like, question everything, because sometimes I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, what are you gonna do? And with a teenager right now, or someone that's going through, like I feel sorry for, for any kid that is just like did I do something wrong here where I have to sit in the house all day? Because
Yeah.
Chloe said that. Chloe's like, was I, what did I do? Did I have to sit in the house all day? I'm like, it's nothing you did. It's literally nothing. But the fact of the matter is, there's like an invisible
Yeah.
enemy out there, that we have to protect you from that we don't even know. And there's so many theories about everything, and I'm just like, I don't know what theory to believe. I just know that I gotta protect my kids and my family, dude. Like, and if staying in the house for a couple months is it, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go out there and I'll work. I'll do my thing to provide for my family, and then they can live,
Well, I don't know
But
about you. I'm done working. I'm about to steal.
but give me the plans on that, dude. 'Cause I'm tired of working myself, dude. Yo,
I'm
man.
done. I'm not working
Oh,
anymore.
man.
I'm just. But see, so this is a funny thing, man. Like you can't steal from people right now because everybody at home. Like,
Yeah, for
we always at home,
oh,
bro.
man. That's good stuff, man. That's the truth.
But man,
Oh,
I was thinking though, like, man, can you imagine if somebody like robbed a place and like trying to give a description of them like right now? Like everybody's got masks on, bro.
they had a mask on. Yeah, they had a mask on. I don't know.
Like,
Dude, that's why all them looters, man, they got away with so much stuff. It's just because you don't know who's who. You just especially with protesters, you in a group of people and people just, I mean, it's crazy, dude. Like the whole rioting a little bit at the very beginning of this whole protest. I was just kind of like, dude, I wonder how many places are getting robbed though. Like the places that are gone out of business or
yeah.
going out of business or just like stop working. You could steal from them; they wouldn't even know it. And that's terrible to say, but it's the truth. Like you could take from just about anybody if you really wanted to right now.
Did you run
I
into
mean,
any of that stuff, like going to all these different cities and stuff?
uh, Charlotte, North Carolina, I had to do a job at a theater, and it was 2 blocks from downtown. Um, 2 nights before I was there, I heard there was a lot of protesting and stuff like that. So I had done a lot of research on how to get down to this theater to avoid going downtown. So the easiest way to go is go to the downtown and then take this little road, and it takes you right to the theater. I found a way to go all the way around it. Well, guess what happens? I go on the main loop around the town, and the cops actually diverted all traffic to downtown so they could filter who was going where, because they wanted to make sure there's no violent or like I guess you would say like terroristic, like the cars with bombs or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I ended up having to go through downtown, and it was probably about 1:30 in the morning. There wasn't a lot of people out, but there was probably a good 100 to 200 people out there, just scattered. Young people, a lot of protesting. It was very peaceful though. It wasn't like people were going crazy. Just like a lot of people like waving at me, telling me to blow my horn. I'm like, it's 1:30 in the morning, man. No, I'm gonna get pulled over, man. Like, nah. And the only other time I was actually 6 miles from the White House. Um, I was in, it's called Potomac Yards AMC. They're closing it down. It's going to be part of the college now. They're going to tear the whole thing down. So I was there taking a whole bunch of projector equipment out of there. Now, so I was there for 4 days, and I called a guy I work with. His name's Leon. I called him down. I called him. I was like, "Hey, man, like, yo, what's the deal with all this protesting? Is it, I want to go check it out because I was really kind of curious. Like, all right,
Yeah.
well, what's the deal?" And he tells me, "Yo, it's chill, man. It's like a party down here." And he's like, literally, like he proceeds to tell me he's at a bar drinking, and since they're not letting people inside the bar, people are just drinking on the sidewalk. And there's no social distancing. There's barely any masks. He's like, this is just, people out here just, it's almost like a parade almost, but a very, I don't know, focused parade. Like they were still getting stuff done,
Yeah.
but, they've been protesting all day, and I guess it was just started kind of turning a party. And I was like, that's wild, man. And the theater I was at, there's people, because the parking lot of this theater was very large. And down there in that area, it's hard to find any kind of open area, like any open spaces. So a
Yeah.
lot of people would congregate to this theater lot and then just go walk to the protesting down there. So I saw a lot of people. I actually talked to quite a bit of people down there, and they were just, yeah, we're just down here doing protesting, blah blah. And I was like, that's cool, man. Like, I'm actually here this theater working, so I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, man.
Do you,
I didn't want to. I was like, it's just kind of wild though. Like, it's kind of cool to see that it was peaceful. It wasn't people like, rat-tat-tat-tat, or like this. It wasn't people going wild, man. Like, like I thought, because when I heard I had to go there, I legitimately like looked at my life insurance, made sure I was up on everything. Dude, I didn't know. Like, I saw that video of that one truck driver get mobbed up, like when he ran through that crowd in
I
Minneapolis.
think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I thought, okay, man, I ain't letting nobody go. Man, I did, dude, So on the back of my truck, like, there's 2 air hoses I got to hook up to the trailer. So I was reading online on Facebook. Actually, one of my buddies found it. Said you need to zip tie these 2 connections down, because people were taking the hoses apart. And once you take the hoses off, you take these 2 hoses off, and all this is, you just flip it up, and it comes off. It'll lock the brakes on your trailer, and you just can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Then you just take your stuff, or they mob you up.
Yeah.
So I was zip tying stuff. I was doing all kind of precautionary stuff. So I didn't know. And I got there, most peaceful stuff. I was like, this is chill. This is pretty chill. Like, and because I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, and Sunday they actually had church service in the parking lot. And the Saturday they had a drive-through graduation. So like, it was mad cool. Like, the vibe there was really like united. I was like, this is cool, man.
This is
I
not
had to
where it's
work.
on the news.
Yeah, yeah, and exactly it. Like, and so, like, people were saying, "Oh, how is it out there? Is it wild?" I'm like, this is chill, bro. Like, I don't know what the news is hyping it up as, but what I see right here in front of my face is what I'm gonna believe, and it's not that.
Well,
Like,
do
I was
you
just really.
do you
Why are you whispering, brother?
do you
Why are you?
do you keep the nunchucks under the seat just in case?
We bringing it back to like 1997 or what?
Just in case something pop out. You
Oh
don't want to
my
shoot nobody,
goodness.
so I mean,
Oh man.
you know,
Oh yeah. No, I don't got them. I
do you
can't
ever
have any concealed weapons like that. What's that?
do you ever run into any like good old boys who like? I mean, you're a different brown than me, but are people like,
No.
we don't like your kind around here, boy?
Uh, no. I've only felt that instance maybe 5 times in my total driving career, and I've been driving for about a decade and some change. There's only probably been 5 to 6 times where I've actually felt that vibe, and it actually came from Mexican folks. It wasn't so much
Really?
like, yeah, like most of the people down south. Like, there was one time I was in Macon, Georgia, and I was at a moving company, and I couldn't unload for 2 hours. So I walked down to a gas station, and there's like a little like mom and pop diner. So I was like, man, just give me like a egg sandwich or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And I got that vibe from the people there, and they're black folks, And I was kind of like not so much, what are you doing here, but like, you're not from the neighborhood. Like,
Yeah.
who are
I
you?
know
Like,
you, brother.
it was more for like safety. I think it
They're
is
like,
more
are
like,
you a cop? Yeah.
that's pretty much that's the vibe I got. Like, this is a narc. This dude's out here trying to get us. And I was like, and I just got my sandwich. I got out, and it was cool. But like, like, I've never really felt that kind of vibe. I mean, I probably got that vibe a bunch of times, but I just never paid
Don't even
attention
pay
to it. 'Cause
attention to
to
it.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, don't, dude. 90% of the places I go, I never go back. And if I do, I'm never gonna see that one person ever again. So
Yeah.
my life's too short for all that nonsensical worriment. Like, if I told Kristen half the stuff that I get, treated, or people say to me, she'd probably freak out. She'd be like, "You're never leaving again," and
Do,
because I got no problems. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. It's never been my thing.
but I don't even know if people will like know, like, is he Hispanic? Is
Oh
he
yeah,
like,
yeah, bro.
like,
You crazy? Yeah, I get the Indian, I get the Mexican, I get a Native American, And then one lady, so I moved this lady yesterday, and she got it spot on. She goes, "Yo, you Filipino?" I'm like, "Yup." She goes, "I thought so." And she goes, "You're not full though." And I go, "Nope, not full." And she's like, "I thought so." I'm like, "All right, cool."
She
But
like
like,
read
yeah,
your
like,
aura.
yeah, she could tell, like, she vibed. And I was like, "Yeah, man." So I usually I get everything, man. I get everything. But once like I speak, like when when I get that vibe from just what I look like, once I speak,
You're like,
all of it goes away. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, well, he's
wait,
American.
wait,
He's
wait.
good."
What's going on here?
What are you? What you doing? No, but like,
That's
yeah,
funny.
man, it's been chill. Like, I've been driving a long time. I've never really thought about it too much, man. It's not been an issue for me. I never. You know what? In Canada though, I get more guff in Canada than
Really?
I've had anywhere else. Yeah. So out of all the people at Fort Van Lines, we've been going to Canada for, I don't know, shoot, 2006, maybe 16 years. And out of those years, no one's ever been pulled over but me. I've been pulled over 5 times up there. And we all, it figures out you only go 80 miles in and then 80 miles out,
Right.
right? So
It's not
you're
even
only in
that.
there, you're not even in there for 24 hours. I've been pulled over 5 times, right? And I'm just like, how has no one else been pulled over? And I'm like, I hate to say it, man, I don't know if Canadians just don't know what to think or what, man, but yeah, dude, I've been pulled over by the same cop before, and
Seriously?
he actually and he's remembered me. Like I remember, I was driving a short box truck, one of those 26-foot like rental moving trucks.
Yeah.
Drove up there. I got pulled over because there was no plates on the back. I was like, all right, well, it's not my fault. That's the rental company. He's like, whatever, lets me go. And 2 years later, he pulls me over again, and I was in a tractor trailer, so I'm in my truck with a trailer on it and stuff. And so he pulls me over, and I saw him. I go, this is the same guy that pulled me over. I remember this guy. And so I didn't say nothing. He grabs my ID. He looks at me. He goes, I pulled you over a couple years ago. And I go, yeah, you did. And he goes, well, come on back here. And he was actually really cool that time. And he just said that he could, like, the license plate I had on the trailer was so rusted out, he couldn't see it. So they basically, I'm like, sticklers about Americans coming up there because, quote unquote, we're taking business from them in the export business. But
Oh.
it was a funny story, man. I was just like, this is crazy. I can't believe this dude pulled me over twice, dude, in 2 years and still remember me. It was wild, dude.
Do they, is it in Canada where they dress like Mounties? Or are they like regular cop hats?
Yeah, man, but that's they got rid of that, I think. I don't know if they still do it in certain places, man, but these guys, they don't look like that. They actually look more like border patrol. They look more kind of like SWAT, to be honest with you. The Canadian border guys, they got more of the loose fitting clothes, the vest on all the time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but they don't got the Mountie hats up there. Um, Actually, Vermont, I think Vermont and New Hampshire do. Their state troopers do. But I've only been pulled over, not been pulled over, but I've seen Mounties in Vermont once. But
What's in
but
Vermont?
it's been
Who
cool.
talks about Vermont? Like,
Nothing, man. Nothing's in Vermont. Vermont, New Hampshire, nobody goes up there. I've been in my entire moving history. I've been to New Hampshire once and Vermont 3 times, and it's
I don't,
people retiring
yeah, I
and
was
they're
gonna say I
going
don't
up there.
have New Hampshire money, so I
Yeah,
probably would never know
but
what it's about. So
no,
the
you don't need New
Hamptons.
Hampshire. Hello. No, it's not even like that. It's not even like a ritzy area. It's a lot of mountains, a lot of mountains, a lot of trees, a lot of outdoor living. So
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you don't. I know you don't do that mountain living, dog. You don't do that wilderness.
Hey man. Yeah. No. 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 Dude, we were picking corn yesterday, and that was a new experience, man. I didn't say cotton. I said corn.
Oh, dude, I just
Corn.
look. I just know you, and I know how you are about like dirt and stuff. So like,
Nah, this
just
was all
seeing you.
right, man. This was all right. This was. I mean, it was like the corn rolls are like so close together where it's kind of like, oh man, you brush it all up against the other corn. So it's kind
Yeah,
of weird, like compact, like a little space. But it was cool, man.
you never detasseled corn when you were a kid? No.
Cool.
Oh shoot, I did that. I think anybody's been in Nebraska long enough, they detasseled corn at least once in
mean,
their life.
not me, brother.
Yeah.
No, I mean, do the, I mean, I don't know, because I've never did. Do black folks do that?
Everybody does it.
I don't know, bro. I
Yeah. Dude, when you were like 13, 14, 15, and that's
bro,
just
I was
what
going
this
door
what
to
you
door.
did.
Me and Ray were going door to door.
Oh yeah, you guys
Bro.
are
Like,
peddling candy bars, bro.
yeah, I knew people with tassel, but I don't know. I don't think I never heard of or ever heard of a black. Hey man,
I mean I think everybody that I grew up with down here in Bellevue, they just detasseled corn, man. Didn't matter who you were, you just
oh,
you did in Bellevue.
I know Missy.
Because you made easy money, man. It was easy money. You're a kid. Shoot, you could play video games, dude. After you're done, dude. It's
Yeah,
tight.
no, that wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't my thing. I don't know.
Oh shoot,
Well,
that was
shoot,
good
man.
stuff, man.
It's it's been a minute. I think we got some good content, man, and I appreciate you coming on and
Oh yeah, no doubt,
talking
man.
about your experiences on the road.
Yeah, dude. Well, this is my first Zoom, so I've never done this. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. It's kind of tight, I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, yo, what do I do? Do I just sit here? What do I do? I talk to this thing?
That's
I
how
don't know what's going on.
that's how a lot of people are though. Like they're like, wait, how's like you're gonna interview me? Like dude, it's not like an interview. Like trust me. Like, do you ever sit and talk with like a friend for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Like this is what that is.
Yeah,
That's all it is. Like I'm not grilling you. Like, where were you in 1997 when the hotel?
sweating bullets. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
like no, man. Like we just having fun,
no.
man. Trying
Yeah,
to.
I just didn't know. I'm not used to the whole phone thing. So, I use this thing for music and maybe watch some stream a Netflix or anime or something. Other than that, shoot,
You know me, man.
this
I'm about
thing.
my life.
I know.
Hey,
It's hooked. Yeah.
last weekend, or wait, 2 weekends ago, yeah, Mitzi went out of town, and I was binge watching some more Shippuden. Like I hadn't watched all of it. I'm in season
Oh
6, I think.
man, what?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I never watch it, man. I never have. I mean, I never think to watch it, but
bro.
I'm getting there, brother. I'm getting there.
Yo, man, it's so dope. Oh, bro, I've been on so much anime lately, dude. Like this whole time at home, all I've been doing, dude. Like there's so many good ones. Like I'm overwhelmed with so much nonsense right now. Like it's hard to keep all these stories in line, dude. It's tight though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Well,
Yeah,
shoot, man. Thank you for being on again, man. I appreciate you, brother. I love
yeah,
you.
no, I appreciate you, man. It's all good. The only thing for the homies,
Yeah,
one
man.
love.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was something cool, like to get the perspective of someone who's going to all these different states during this time. So I want to make sure to
Yeah, man.
capture that. But yeah, man. Anything you want to tell the people before you peace out?
Yeah, man. Just stay safe out there. Everybody's have hope. Stay positive. Ain't nothing you can do except for do your family. And if you can be positive and make somebody else positive for at least that day, it's gonna make it a little better.
Yep.
We're gonna get through it all. That's all you can do.
And that fits perfectly into the closing, y'all. Smile, help someone else smile. Laugh and help someone else laugh all day, every day. That's what it is. If you're watching on YouTube, like it, subscribe. And if you're listening anywhere else, the podcast, we're on like 10 or 11 different platforms. Make sure to share it. We love y'all and appreciate the support. That's what it is. Yeah. Peace out. Thanks, JBreezy.